Aim right high over the net. Footwork always important. Try again. I'm feeding too hard. There you go. Try to read the spin of the ball. Even more.
It was fun.
There you go, well done. Woo! There goes the point.
I got a point against Roger Federer.
Okay, Pete has to play now.
Exactly.
He's kicking us off. No, but thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. It was really good fun.
And I hope you'll play every week from now on, eh?
I'm going
Hope
to.
it doesn't rain too much in Hong Kong, though, eh?
You made me run, you know.
Yeah, a little bit. Did you learn anything?
The best. The best.
I'm looking for a teaching pro in my hometown.
Okay, yeah, maybe I can help you out.
This is the best you can do? Yeah, he's all right.
That's his line, you know. He's pretty good, you know. He's got a pretty good serve, you know.
Yeah, right. If we go way back to the start then of your tennis days, you were what, 2, 3, 4 years old when you picked up a racket?
Yeah.
Really little. Why tennis? What was it about this game that took you?
I enjoyed the position I was in as a tennis player. I was to blame when I lost, I was to blame when I won. And I really liked that, you know, because I played soccer a lot too, and I couldn't stand it when I had to blame it on the goalkeeper. For me, that was just something that it was the worst for me, going into the locker room saying I had played a great match, but we lost. Even though it's still my #1 sport I follow, because I really like, you know, the atmosphere in the stadiums and the game of soccer. But tennis for me was always what did it to me. You know, I used to follow it in the living room, watching Wimbledon, seeing Becker and Edberg win or lose, and, you know, crying if they lost, you know, happy if they won. And it's always something that was very close to my heart, and I realized this is really the sport I always wanted to do, and it's just a great feeling I could come so far. I'm honestly, today I still can't believe how far I've come.
Do you have those days now where you're lying in bed and you just think, oh God, I don't want to pick up a racket today, please, anything but that?
Well, sometimes, yeah. I mean, it's sometimes hard, you know, because we're like rock stars in some ways. We do world tour every year, you know. Rock stars go on tour maybe once another year. We do it January to November every year for about 15 years. But it's something that's part of my life now, and I've gotten used to it, and I hope I can do it as long as possible, because it is hard and rough, and this is why I have to do a lot of prevention work with stretching and massage, and, you know, stay healthy and also have a proper schedule. It's very important.
Give us an idea of what goes through you when you realise that you've hit that winning shot.
When that match point comes around, or actually a few points for me anyway, before that match point comes around, I start thinking, oh my God, I'm probably going to make it again or do it again. So you start already dealing with it while you're actually hitting your forehand and backhand. So it's really awkward, you know. Sometimes what goes through your mind is also what I'm going to say if I win, you know. How is the picture going to look like when I hold the trophy? So you're like, oh my God, don't think about this.
I always wondered how you knew what you were going to say.
Well, yeah, well, no, then it just comes naturally afterwards, because you don't want to plan it, of course, you know. And it's the moment you hit it, it's just this release of pressure where, for me anyway, I just want to lie down usually, you know, and just go like, just give me 2 seconds on the ground where I can just relax, you know. There's the most incredible emotion that goes through your mind. Then you sit down on your chair and you're like, it's all over now, but it just feels great, and I'm so happy that all the hard work paid off. It's kind of this feeling, yeah.
It has paid off, because you've got millions in the bank, millions more in endorsement deals. Is the money side of it important to you?
In the beginning it was a little bit, you know, honestly. Yeah, I'm not lying about it. My dad said, you know, if you become a tennis professional, just make sure you get into the top 100, you know, because you have to make a little bit of money. You make a living so you can pay your coaching and, you know, your travels. It's an expensive sport, tennis, but I got great support from the Swiss Tennis Federation. But then obviously, like you said, you know, then possibilities come around.
Yesterday is over. Today is what matters.
You know, such as the sponsor deals and the media and this whole different world I didn't know about before. And like I told you, I really enjoy the business part of it. You know, now money it's important, you know, but I have plenty, like you said, and it's just now important to enjoy the tour as much as I can and chase history, chase, you know, the records of the game, and you know, let the fans enjoy this ride with me. Basically, it's a good situation for me to be in at the moment.
You're known for being this, you know, all-round Mr. Nice Guy. Don't you at least have to have, you know, a modicum of arrogance somewhere in you to be able to really make it to the top and keep that position?
I think it's important to be confident, you know. I don't know if that's cocky or arrogant or whatever that is, you know, but you have to have strong belief. The moment you start to doubt yourself, well, you're probably going to lose. It was hard for me to do that in the beginning because I was always very humble and I always said, no, the opponent is the favorite and, you know, I'm just happy. But I've changed that tune a little bit.
You've certainly got a lot of friends all the way through the sporting world, and your friendship with Tiger Woods is really sort of played up. I've got to ask you, what do you talk about when you two get together?
Yeah, well, we do a lot of jokes, you know. People think, you know, we're maybe two quite serious guys, you know. Actually, we have a similar image almost, you know. He's very well-spoken and, you know, when we get together, I think we just relax, you know, and we talk about our own careers, you know, just joking around. What's going on in his life, how crazy my life is sometimes, you know. It's funny, you know, to be able to talk to someone who goes through something so similar.
You've been on what was it, Time magazine's list this year of 100 most influential people,
yeah.
and People magazine's list of most sexiest men.
Yeah, don't talk about it.
Or most sexy men in the world. I was going to say, though, I mean, given your famous modesty, surely that's got to make you blush, and I can see your cheeks going pink right now.
It is awkward. What can I say? It's been fun, you know, actually the last couple of years, you know. I always say the more success you have, the better looking you get, you know. In some ways it's true, you know, unfortunately, you know, and about sexy, I mean, whoever can decide that. I hope it's some good-looking ladies, you know, and it feels nice, you know, but nothing more.
I'm sure all of those good-looking ladies who voted for you would be gutted to know of your long-term girlfriend, who was also a pro tennis player. She's not anymore, and you know, she obviously travels the world with you. How much input does she have?
We started dating when I had 0 titles, now 53. So she's been part of almost every title. You know, she didn't travel every tournament I went to in the beginning, obviously, because she was playing herself. But what a great support she has been. I asked her if she could help me out with maybe my media, because media was starting to grow and it started to get more and more crazy. And right at that moment, I won my first Wimbledon. And she's like, oof, flooded over with all the media requests. And I can only thank her for everything she's done for me. And yeah, still in love, and everything's great. And hopefully we'll have family and be married one day. But for the moment, it's maybe a bit early. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, what a lucky girl. You're currently playing the last in a series of exhibition matches here in Asia against Pete Sampras. Do you think, though, that you could have taken him in his heyday?